I've certainly noticed it, Tim, and it's something that's happening nationwide, and some local restaurants are making changes to really adjust on the fly. So News Channel 3's Joseph Payton stopped by a restaurant in Ironton this afternoon where the general manager says it's been a frustrating situation. This weekend, a lot of kids heading back to school next week. We've got 9th Street Live in Huntington, Live on the Levee happening. I know we have some events over in Proctorville tomorrow. Today, listening to your speech, one of the things that really stuck out to me, you said experience, and I may botch this a bit, experience is the chance to be caught learning, I believe is how it goes. You know, how do you see that playing a role for Marshall University, for students? What are some of your plans? I know you're all about innovation, being the former CEO of Intuit. It's a headline that sounds all too familiar. This comes after several similar incidents going back to last week. We have team coverage for you tonight as this unfolds, and we want to begin tonight with News Channel 3's Andrew Colgrove, who right now is in Greenup County, Kentucky. And the sun is coming up, and we're getting a clearer picture, at least looking at the bar right now. So I'm going to step out here so you can see the investigators working right now outside of this Culture Hookah Bar in Huntington. 4th Avenue is shut down right now between 11th and 12th Street, and it's been a flurry of activity this morning. The pandemic has always had a political side, but we're seeing more of it play out in courtrooms now. Here are the top 5 things the CDC says you need to know right now about the latest spike in cases. Tensions are on the rise as Decision 2020 quickly approaches. Tonight could be the only face-to-face showdown between Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell as well as challenger Amy McGrath. Saturday morning traffic report before you head out the door. Here's a look over the Charleston area. Certainly less of that fiery haze than what we saw yesterday morning, but still some of it here lingering over I-77. Let's move to the McCorkle Avenue traffic camera, though, along I-64, where drivers are dealing with that haze still. The city is preparing for an announcement in the Breonna Taylor case, and as David Mattingly explains, strong reactions are now expected. I see so many people moving out of this apartment, gathered around in the parking lot here. I just went over and started talking to them, and I actually ran into Joseph Rutledge. He's here with me now, and the apartment that was on fire was actually his. So Joseph, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Tell me exactly what happened. So many options. So you guys, come on with me, come inside, check out everything that Hatchers has to offer here. I'm wondering, I've never ridden at all. Do you think I can do okay?
Yeah, probably.
Well, will you give me a lesson?
Yeah.
Well, Blaze, I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna go for a ride now. Well, we adore you. We've been looking forward to speaking with you for so long. He needs those little flossers, you know, the easy.
Those are much easier to use, especially when you're dealing with polar bears.
Way better for kids, too, if it's a young bear.
Thing.
I've been speaking with this victim since the shooting took place, but this is the first time she's felt comfortable publicly speaking about exactly what happened on New Year's Day. She says right now she doesn't want her last name revealed, but she knows the community is concerned, and she now wants her side of the story told.
And that's when I guess I got shot in my upper abdomen.
These are tears of memories that are hard to remember and hard to forget for 18-year-old Ariana, who was at the Culture Hookah Bar ringing in the new year, 2020, on Wednesday when gunshots rang out, hitting Ariana in the stomach, other bullets also striking 2 of her friends.
I was laying on the ground with my friend, and she was asking me if I was okay and stuff, and I didn't know if I was. I thought I was dying at that time.
Ariana says between 1 and 1:30, a fight broke out. One person was taken out of the bar. That's when the gunshots rang out. What was going through your head? I mean, did you know you had been hit right away?
At the time, no, I didn't know. I thought they were just shooting paintball guns at first, honestly. Like, I didn't even know, but like, I knew I had got hit. I felt something, but I didn't feel it until I looked down. That's when I really started feeling it.
What went through your head at that moment?
That I was dying. I was screaming to like some of my friends, like, I'm dying, and they helped me. And I wasn't dying, so I'm here.
Her friends stayed by her side. One of them even injured herself. But this wasn't always the scene at the Culture Hookah Bar, where Ariana says she was a regular visitor since it opened up last summer.
I didn't think it would happen that day because I've been going there for so long. Even on Sundays, they had game night and stuff, and we went and played games.
So are you sad it's like shut down right now?
no, because I won't ever go to a bar again.
A night meant for celebration gone horribly wrong and left 7 victims scarred deeper than just on the surface.
Security at the bar pretty much did all they could. They pat the girls down and the guys down. The guy, I guess, just went outside to get whatever he needed to get to do it. Just everybody be careful about where you go and just stay cautious all the time.
Chad, Ariana told me she plans to now go to a trauma counselor to continue to learn to cope and move forward. She also told me she hopes they catch the person responsible for the shooting. The open sign is now on at Davis's Place Neighborhood Bar and Grill.
We're going into a new year. We're trying to get rid of all the craziness of 2020, but here we are, 2021, kind of taking 2 steps back.
Gifford Purdue Jr., the owner, says he was shocked by what went down 15 minutes into the new year. Talk about what happened last night from your experience.
That's the thing. Nobody knows. I mean, everybody inside here was having a great time, and then all of a sudden, we were at the front door and we saw lights out front, and we went out there to see. We thought this was possibly a wreck. There's a lot of wrecks towards the intersection. Well, there was a shooting reported over here. We're like, what are you talking about? He shined a light in there, make sure nothing was going on. And then supposedly they said something happened in the back lot by the dumpster on the other parking lot.
Gifford has been in touch with Huntington Mayor Steve Williams about the shooting. Gifford believes this type of crime is hurting businesses already struggling with the pandemic, as well as community members.
She should not have to go through that. Her family shouldn't have to deal with that. Our families here shouldn't have to deal with this. That's just not what we're about here. We're about family, we're about atmosphere, we're about coming here. Not only, we want you to keep coming back. Yeah. And stuff like that in the alley and in the dumpster or whatever that was over there, stuff that we don't put up with, and it's definitely not stuff that the mayor's going to put up with either.
WSAC News Channel 3. Sarah Sager.